Welcome to the Brunswick Group Therapy Podcast with Lucas and Kimberlee.
This is the final episode of September.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It is fun.
It is. We're having a good time.
We had a lot of food posts this week. Most of them negative.
You can say some good, some bad.
Somebody got a floppy pizza. Somebody stole their wings. It was wild out there. I don't even know what to say about it.
I know. Where do we start?
Luckily,
right?
we have so many pizza places that if one of them pisses you off, you can go to another one. Or
50 more to choose from.
I'll never stop going to my favorites. But look, somebody else posted Brunswick Little Caesars will be open in 30 days in the same location. Is that true? Why did they close?
It
What's going on?
has to be true. It's on the internet.
They said that there was going to be a Wingstop.
Yep.
And then now it's going to turn back into Little Caesars. So I don't know if something happened with Wingstop, but we'll see if Little Caesars rejoins the Brunswick Pizza Party.
Right.
This
Options
one
are good, I guess. Options are good. Sorry. What now?
This one was sad. Geeked
this
Out
one is sad.
Announced they were closing. Savory Sub announced their closing last week, and Geeked Out announced their closing this week. They said ever since the pandemic, they weren't able to recapture the magic afterwards.
Yeah, that's got to be hard. These businesses.
Yeah, we enjoyed going in there. My kid loved playing video games. I liked the vibe.
Great concept, good food.
Yeah.
Just not enough in it.
It is a good location, so I do feel like that'll be snatched up pretty quickly.
That Dora. What else we got?
Somebody said they're an employee at a fast food restaurant. They said that they have drunks coming through their line all night. I guess we know which fast food restaurant that is. You don't have to call it out.
You don't have to run for the border to find that one. Figure that one out, do you?
But I guess that...
So what was the point?
I guess she called the police and she just wanted to remind everybody not to drive through the drive-through drunk. You know, it reached...
Yes, you should be walking through the drive-thru.
Reached over 8,000 comments. Well, you have DoorDash nowadays.
8,000 comments?
Or 8,000 posts. It had 8,000 posts and 120 comments. A lot of people said basically stay in your lane and just serve your tacos.
Snitches get stitches.
But, you shouldn't be driving drunk out there.
No, it's a good reminder. It is a good reminder.
Yeah.
We don't want to advocate for drunk driving or drunk eating at 3 a.m. All right, what do we got? Oh, I thought this was last week. The floor?
Yeah, no, Brunswick Rec Center finished up the remodeling project. Did we talk about it last week?
I thought we did.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about it again. Then if you cut it out, you cut
Brunswick
it out.
Rec Center finished up the remodeling project. Floor looks great.
It does. Somebody goes, I want to roller skate on it. I'm like, no, that's not what it's there for.
They cleaned the air ducts. No, last week we talked about the new in-pool basketball hoops.
Oh,
we didn't talk
see,
about
there's
the
so
new
many
floor.
good things going on at the rec center that...
And that was all paid for through a grant from the Ohio Department of Natural Resources.
Even better. Gotta love when that happens.
While we're talking about the city, they recently passed a moratorium on all new stores, tobacco and vapes for 6 months while they figure out what's going on.
Is it new stores or is it existing stores have to stop selling
New
it?
stores.
Okay.
New store.
You're the lawman in this relationship.
I mean, they tried to stop new vape stores from coming in because they're popping up here and there. Well...
They found a loophole, didn't they?
They found a loophole. They said, well, we're gonna sell other things and we're gonna sell some vapes. We're not a vape store. We're just
Here's some potato chips
a regular
front.
store that also sells a little bit of vapes. So now they have to look a little bit more into how they can better manage that.
Everyone's got their vices, I guess, right?
Why don't you tell us about this one?
Oh, I'll tell you about this one. Oh my gosh. Somebody posted that their children were out riding four-wheelers or dirt bikes or something in their yard, may have gotten onto the street. It's a cul-de-sac, I think, may have gotten onto it. And somebody called the cops. So I'm kind of torn because I think this is an extension of the other person that was concerned because they didn't want to hear all that racket while they were sitting on their porch.
Right.
And you're a porcher, so what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, in moderation, I would be fine with it. I don't know how frequently it's happening. Seeing kids have fun makes me smile. So if it's a kid, I may
That's
look the other way.
Thinking, like on the weekends or something like that.
There's no noise ordinance that'll stop it during the day. There is a law where you can't drive, gas-powered vehicles on city streets without a license.
I mean, I get it. You want some peace and quiet, but if it's a couple hours out of your entire week, then I think, maybe, we don't want the kids in front of the TV or we don't want them on their electronics. And then they go outside and do stuff and then they get the cops called on them.
Yeah, that one reached 11,000 people read that and there was was 302 comments. Most of the comments said let the kids be kids.
We'll see. To be continued. I don't know how it started, but the people to the south of us got really upset. There was a big discussion for days on one of the pages about don't touch my Jeep. Don't put your ducks on my Jeep. Yada, yada, yada. It's just kind of a sign of like when the motorcycle guys are riding by and they, they hold their hand out, wave to each other and be like, hey.
Yeah.
So somehow, I don't know how it started. The duck thing started and you leave them on, if you see another Jeep and you're a Jeep owner, you leave the ducks on the Jeep.
Yeah.
It seems harmless.
Right.
I don't think you're scratching it with the rubber.
No.
Duck.
No. And somebody was upset about it?
And somebody was upset about it. Don't touch my Jeep.
Guess you're going to have to sell the Jeep. If you're interested in selling your Jeep, reach out to me at BrunswickGroupTherapy.com. I've always wanted a Jeep.
No scratches, though, please.
And I don't mind taking a couple of rubber duckies here and there, too.
Yeah, you'll see, next time you see a Jeep, look inside of it, and sometimes they'll have them on the dashboard.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them. I just don't know why that became a thing.
I don't know. You want to start a thing for Chevys or something? You don't have a Chevy.
GMCs.
Close.
From Medina Auto Mall. See Jeff Gerkes.
Shameless plug. Jeff, you owe us money for that.
Good guy, though. After this, we'll come back and talk about some of the upcoming events for the week.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey Brunswick, we have a big announcement to go along with the Christmas tree lighting. We're going to keep adding some festivities and we're going to have a Brunswick Community Christmas Decorating Competition. And that's for the whole month of December. So you have to have your stuff up by December 1st. And then we will post pictures on the page and then you get to vote. It's the people's choice. They get to vote. So what are you voting on? Well, you're going to vote on a business and the business package is sponsored by Valpak and Mulligan's Bar and Grill of Strongsville. And it's a catered lunch for your business up to $500.
Wow.
That's an amazing package right there. Then we have the house competition. That is sponsored by the Mascarino Group, Realtors, and they are donating a $200 Visa gift card.
Very nice.
And then we also don't want to leave out those in apartments. Those apartments, we know not everybody has a balcony, so we're going to do apartment doors. So hopefully you'll get permission from your landlord and decorate your doors, and you get a $100 gift card from Niners Diner. So that's the whole month of December. Everything needs to be up by December 1st, and stay tuned for more details on that. So we hope you will join us for the Brunswick Community Christmas Decorating Competition.
All right, let's talk about some of these events we got coming up here in Brunswick.
Okay. What do you got? You first.
Sunday at the farm. This Sunday at 11 a.m. they have a canine costume contest.
There's only a couple left, I think.
A couple
two more Sundays
for the
left,
season.
I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's free to enter. There's a couple different divisions. Great prizes for the dogs and the handlers. Registration begins at 11 a.m. Judging will be at noon. They have the MC will be Ken Urim. Judges will be Christy Piper, Brian Ousley, and Nora Palumbo.
Oh, great. Sounds like a good time.
And that's going to be sponsored by Bill Jack Foods, Houndstown of Cleveland, and Kelly's Cafe, probably providing the prizes. And
Houndstown of Cleveland, that's in Brunswick, don't forget.
Correct. And that is this Sunday at 11 a.m. at the Brunswick Area Historical Society Heritage Farm on Laurel Road.
Speaking of canine, also remind everybody that Barktoberfest, Brunswick Hills Police Association annual event, is October 7th from 10 to 1 at the FOP Lodge on 130th. There'll also be a pet costume contest there. There'll be a blessing of the pets. A lot of things going on, so make sure you join us up there October 7th, 10 to 1, FOP Lodge for Barktoberfest 2023.
We went to that last year. It was a lot of fun. How about not a four-legged event?
Okay.
Here's not for dogs, for us.
It could be for dogs.
National Night Out is this Tuesday, the 3rd at 5 p.m. This is at City Hall. It's a campaign that promotes building police-community partnerships, vehicles on display, several police and fire vehicles from local departments, and games.
Got
City
it.
Hall. I'll talk about this one too. This one is tomorrow, Saturday the 30th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can stop by the Columbia Station Eagles and pick up raffle tickets to win guns.
Are you allowed to say that?
20 guns one drawn every 15 minutes, and more guns to win on a 20-plus sideboard. There's 50/50s, basket raffles, meat raffles, food and soft drinks, beer and wine. So that's this Saturday, the 30th, 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. And the winner doesn't have to be present, so you can just stop up there and buy some tickets and enjoy your time.
Good. All right, what else we got? Oh, I want to go to this one.
I think I want to go to this one.
It's Wednesday, October 4th at Panini's Bar and Grill. True Crime Trivia. What time? What time do we have to be there?
8 p.m.
Oh, that's so late though.
Till 10. Yeah, it is
8 till 10.
It is a late one. Top three teams win a prize, so
All right, we may have to
have
go.
a Red Bull and vodka.
Take a nap.
And everybody else will fall asleep and leave. You're still answering questions. So
Let's do it.
Bring my wife. She's a true crime watcher.
Well, I am too, and I've seen every Dateline episode, every Paula Zahn episode. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine what the questions are going to be, though.
I don't know. This is the first I've ever heard of anything like this, so I'm pretty excited.
All right, see you there.
Here's one. Mommy Son Bingo Dance at the Brunswick Rec Center. This is October 7th from 5 to 8 p.m. Fun-filled night with dancing, appetizers, refreshments, prizes, and of course, bingo.
You said bingo dance, and I'm like, what's a bingo dance? What is that?
Well, it's probably you bingo over here, you dance over here, or first you bingo, then you dance. I don't know.
All right. Or you dance to BINGO.
Could be. Call the rec center for more information. That is next Saturday at 5 p.m. I'm sure registration for the event ends on October 4th. So get a hold of the rec center before then and
they need a head count. So, all right, Brunswick Band, one of the biggest events probably that we have in Brunswick.
This is the Sound Spectacular they have each year. You get to support our award-winning Brunswick Marching Blue Devils Saturday, October 21st. So it's a little ways out, but that's their 40th Sound Spectacular.
Wow.
They've been doing this for 40 years. And that's at the stadium, 5 p.m. Saturday, October 21st.
I hope we don't upset anybody by having music coming from the stadium for hours. Remember that post a couple weeks ago?
That was an odd post. Yeah, if you're going to, the high school's been there forever, right?
I think she had an axe to grind, but anyway, moving on.
All right, that's all we have for the week.
That's all we have for the week, so we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Say so long.
Start planning your holiday lights.
Yeah, definitely. That's for the businesses.
Yeah.
$500.
Keep that contest in mind as we go into the holiday season, and stay safe, Brunswick. We'll see you next week.
All right, see you guys. What was that loud boom? Was it fireworks or gunshots?
Is anybody else's breeze line down again?
Monday was a holiday. When's my trash day?
To the guy who pulled out of the middle school at 3:20 today in the Toyota Tacoma, you're a turd.
Did you see that blue car? Oh my gosh.
Has anybody noticed that helicopter flying around all day in the same spot? What's he doing up there?
Wow, that could be a lot to take in each week. But don't worry, help is here. Join us weekly as we recap our most favorite post, highlight a local business or two, hear from you about what's on your mind, and talk about upcoming events and activities in our community. Sit down on your favorite couch, prop up your feet, grab a drink, and listen to Brunswick Group Therapy Podcast.
Brunswick Group Therapy Podcast. Don't miss any of the exciting things that happen around town. Tune in to the Brunswick Group Therapy Podcast. Visit BrunswickGroupTherapy.com. Therapy.
Thank you for joining us for another therapy session. A reminder that the views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this program are solely those of the participants and do not represent any business, group, employer, or organization. The material and information presented here is for general information and entertainment purposes only.